Rawr. Well, there's no R at the end. It's just raw. You know, as in raw meat. Get it? I initially thought that the alternative title of this movie was Grave. You know, as in the English word grave. But turns out it's just the original French title. You know, as in the French word grave. Is that what it means? Anyway, it's a French-Belgian movie that did a bunch of festivals last year in 2016, and god damn it, people kept fainting during some of these screenings. And you know, I'm just sitting here like, dude, get your shit together. But either way, it's good marketing, right? I mean, I personally, I never really fall for it. If anything, I feel like it does nothing but overhype a movie. But, you know, what are you gonna do? Regardless, I was curious to see this movie, you know, like ever since it was announced. And, well, recently I had the opportunity to see it in the theaters. So, let's see. Directed by French first-time feature-length filmmaker Julia Ducoudou, Raw tells the story of this little girl, Justine. She grew up in a very strict vegetarian family and is now leaving home to start college at this veterinary school. And, well, I've never studied veterinary myself, so I can't say, but Jesus Christ, this school is crazy. I love how on Letterboxd, one of the most liked reviews just reads, French veterinary school seems a little intense. Anyway, as part of their initiation, they're forced to eat a bit of raw, get it? Rabbit kidney. She's initially reluctant, obviously, but eventually does go along with it and maybe she does kinda like that raw meat. So, people have been describing this movie as a bit of an artsy horror movie. And, you know, I'm not quite sure what makes it artsy. Maybe because it's foreign, as in not English. Maybe just because it's an independent production. I mean, if anything, the movie looks great. It's very well shot. It makes great use of lighting and colors. But if that's what makes a movie artistic, then, well, I urge all filmmakers to get artsy as hell. But all jokes aside, I do get it. I mean, this movie might have a less traditional storyline, although in all honesty, it is actually just a pretty standard, you know, like straightforward coming-of-age / sexual awakening tale. Just one with some cannibalism thrown into the mix for some edge. And, you know, it's actually kind of funny, because as a coming-of-age movie, without the cannibalism, it wouldn't really work. And as a cannibalism-themed horror movie, but without the coming-of-age aspect, it wouldn't really work either. But as weird as the combination of those two might seem, together it actually works pretty well. And, you know, I'm not even reading into this movie too deep, you know, as in like, the cannibalism is a metaphor for blah blah blah. I really just took it for what it is, like for how it's presented to us, and, you know, I just had quite a lot of fun with it. I loved the practical makeup and special effects. They were very well done. There's some pretty, you know, like gross sequences, which I thought were great, but nothing faint or puke worthy. But that's a good thing. I mean, I don't think that this movie needed any of that. Besides that, I loved the characters. The main girl, she was great. I mean, she actually felt like an actual teenager, you know? That scene where she is dancing in front of her mirror, it's hilarious. In general, I thought this movie was way funnier than I expected it to be. There's some really good, you know, like dark humor in this one. And, well, that's actually kind of where I want to leave it at for now. The ending was like, you know, like, didn't really care for it too much. But it definitely didn't ruin the movie for me, like, at all. I just thought it was a fresh, good-looking movie that just provided me with a lot of fun. You know, like entertainment. As in, like, I literally wasn't bored, like, 1 second while watching the movie. And sure, it might be a little too artsy for some, but really, to me personally, compared to, for example, Split or Get Out, to other recent, you know, like popular horror movies, this one just felt more fresh, you know, like more surprising. And, you know, that was just a very pleasant, well, surprise. So, yeah, definitely recommend it. It's just, you know, if you decide to check it out, just forget about the hype. You're not gonna faint. So, I know that there's more people out there that have already seen this movie, so, well, what do you think? Agree? Disagree? Let me know. in the comments. And well, that's all. Cheers!